So summertime is officially here, which means it's important to keep up good hygiene throughout these hot and sweaty days. Nah. It can get nasty when you're on your grind and you forget you need to keep up your hygiene, which is why I'm very happy to talk about today's sponsor, Geology. Guys, I have been personally using this product now for 3 months and I am in love. It has literally replaced every skincare product I have ever had. And it starts with their personalized assessment, allowing you to narrow down the right products for you. Whether it's dark circles under your eyes, acne, anti-aging, oiliness. This quiz created by expert dermatologists will narrow down exactly what you need. And for the summer, Geology has a summer essentials section with a summer skincare essentials bundle featuring some of my personal favorite products. The vitamin C plus E ferulic serum keeps that skin nice and radiant. And the hydrogel moisturizer replenishes and hydrates skin with ingredients like aloe vera. And they also have a broad spectrum SPF 30 face sunscreen featuring zinc oxide. Guys, I cannot recommend Geology enough here. The products have completely replace everything in my bathroom. And down below in the description, we have a link to start your quiz and get started with Geology today. Use code Aztecross70 and you will get 70% off on your first skincare trial package and 50% off on additional products of your choice. Again, big thanks to Geology for sponsoring today's video. Considering the past relationship that Bungie and Activision has, I don't think there could be a worse studio to be labeled the Destiny killer than Activision Blizzard. I really don't. You know, if it was like Square Enix, Ubisoft that came up with some live service game that competed against Destiny, yeah, it's still competition, but it wouldn't sting as much. But the fact that it's Activision, it's got to sting a little bit. I'm just saying, it's got to sting a little bit. And you know, I'm sure my people that are actually like devs at Bungie, you know, they're just doing their work, man. They're sticking to their craft. I get it. I wouldn't necessarily get caught up in this drama that I'm trying to initiate right now. You know what I mean? The person who's really going to recognize whether or not this is a problem is the guys that's running the books over there, man. Audience retention is one of the most important factors in all of gaming. It's huge. It's like literally everything. Audience retention is everything. And I can tell you right now, retention has dropped off and has been replaced by other retention elsewhere in other games. I don't think this is necessarily an issue that, like, you know, ground level developers who are putting the work in and the craft and the, you know, the artists and stuff like that, they're not the ones that are going to be looking at this and feeling really much of anything. I would assume so. They probably are kumbaya with other developers. They probably jump back and forth between other studios. I mean, you saw like Joe Blackburn. He worked at Riot Studios for a bit. Some of Riot developers left Riot and went to Bungie. But with that being said, the executives, and this is my assumption is the relationship between top guys between Bungie and Activision were not the best. And, you know, I know they left on, like, you know, terms for both, but not the best. So I can imagine Diablo being potentially the Destiny killer. It's gotta sting, man. It's gotta sting a little. Let me just say this. It's the Destiny killer for the wrong reason. Diablo's a good game. Destiny's gotta quit making content. They gotta quit making content that's just gonna be leaving the game. That's the reality. That's the biggest problem. The biggest problem in Destiny right now. It's not the monetization. It's not even the servers. It's the fact that content is being made to simply be removed. Everything that's being made in that game is being made to be removed because they have this cycle out mentality after a year. In my opinion, they're not going to return to their former glory until they start making content that's meant to stay in the game forever. Forever. Whether that's feasible or not. But then we have a 500 gigabyte game. No. You guys are not hearing me. Let me just say this. Is anyone going to go out of their way? Is anyone going to ever look back fondly on deep dives? Are you ever going to look back and go, yo, deep dives is one of the best activities ever? No, there's nothing about deep dives that makes me ever want to jump back in a year from now and do a motherfucking deep dive. Never. There was content in Destiny that could have stayed in the game forever, that was desirable, that would be replayable. Menagerie was a great example of that. And the reason why we get upset is because Bungie had a year of content after post-Forsaken that is arguably the best roadmap for how Bungie needs to make content. And look. Everyone's gonna say, well, Cross seasoned the Gambit. Seasoned the Gambit. Listen, I know Season the Gambit was not... If you didn't like Gambit, you didn't like Season the Gambit. But by God, at least Bungie was trying something new. At least they were challenging something. Black Armory Season of the Drifter, Season of Opulence, that whole year was one of the most banging years of gaming and Destiny ever. And the reason why we get upset is because we haven't returned to that. You have the roadmap, Bungie. You've done it. You've literally done it. The statement of like, it's too hard. If it's too hard, don't do 4 seasons. If you need longer seasons, make longer seasons. Quality over quantity. If we need 4-month seasons, make 4-month seasons. Make content as if you're making it for a subscription model game. Not that things like Final Fantasy 14 doesn't cycle things out, but by God, it stays in the game for a very long time. Make content as if you're putting that shit in there to last. And you want players a year, 2, 3 years down the road to jump in the game and enjoy playing that content. All right, that's all I'm gonna say on that fact, guys. That's the biggest problem in Destiny right now. I know we made that monetization video last week, and believe me, like, that is an issue. That is a problem. And that is a line in the sand that Bungie is like, literally, they're like, I'm gonna put my big toe and my little toe over this line. Dude, they are definitely squeezing over that line, and it is a slippery slope, and I am scared about the monetization of the game. But with that being said, even at that pace, you are not going to kill the Destiny community faster than not innovating. You've got to make content as if you're going to leave it in the game forever. And there's been a lack of innovation. So much so that people, even this past season, Bungie's answer for the innovation problem was to remove the grid system of seasonal unlocks. It's the same thing. We still have season. The way the whole seasonal design is, it's exactly the same thing. It's just on a different tab, and it's not in a grid system, and it's not locked out, or at least to some extent, it's still time gated, but not as time gated. And they also started blowing their load faster, as in putting the content on the front end of a season. It doesn't mean innovation. So you gotta have innovation. Now you come to me and you're like, Cross, how do you innovate Destiny? Dude, I'm not, I'm sure we could sit down and really like talk about ways to innovate things. And a lot of the videos we made have been surrounding quality of life things. We made a video of like things that Destiny needs. And we talked about like clan owned housing and stuff and social aspects. And I think we even brought up loadouts there. Destiny MMO. There we go. All right. So you don't have to watch this whole video. The long ass video. It's a good video, but the long ass video. But we talk about things that Destiny needs. And we talk about MMOs of the day, player trading. I know that's everybody's gonna be like, Cross, you can't have player trading. Hold on, you have to watch the video. Clan resources, matchmaking in-game LFG, which they say they're gonna be asking. Simple matchmaking, dedicated LFG, clans. I got into clans in a big way right here, guys. We talk about clans, we talk about clan halls, we talk about clan battles, clan wars. Dude, these are these MMO aspects that will make a person remember a game. Bungie's like, we're all about friendship. Dude, give us some aspects there. Give us some aspects there. Allow us to really dive into that. I talk about player housing. And then, we kind of went into like a new world kind of thing there about like trophies, decorations, and armory. What was the thing in Menagerie we had, guys? The tribute hall. Guys, this is what blows my mind. We had this shit in the game already. Some of this stuff was already in the game. The tribute hall could have really just been expanded on. Look, it's not a question of does Bungie know how to make the content that we want. It's a question of will they make the content we want, because they've already fucking done it. You take the year of Fallen Forsaken and you make that a reoccurring thing. And before people jump up and say it's expensive, dude, this game is expensive. All those skins that we buy, that shit's expensive. I hate that every time. We can't make maps because it's expensive. We can't give you better servers because it's expensive. Motherfuckers, your game is expensive. I don't understand that argument. And here's the thing, we'll gladly pay. I will gladly pay. I will go over there and well out in an Eververse store like nobody's business. But the content's got to match. You got to have that level of innovation. This video, guys, we really talk about a lot of it. A lot of people are like, Bungie can't go in that direction because this game is not a true MMO. Well, that's a step. That's the evolution that's going to make.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.